Hello, I'm Patrick Summers, and I am conducting Verdi's Il Trovatore at Houston Grand Opera. Yes, I have conducted Il Trovatore quite a lot in my life, as well as a lot of other Verdi. Trovatore is the one that has haunted me my whole life. I've always had individual cast members who I adored and thought they were great, but never all together. And there have been elements of past productions that I've loved, but never one that I thought really got to the heart of Verdi's opera. So this time, with Stephen Wadworth's new production, and with a cast of my dreams, I feel like we're really getting close to like what I would consider really ideal in this extraordinary opera. So I'm kind of bringing my life experience of being both totally in awe of Il Trovatore as a work of art. I think it is just an absolute monument in opera. I'm bringing that, but I'm also bringing this sort of haunting frustration that, one time in my life I want to hit Trovatore totally out of the park. As a drama, a traditional Il Trovatore is set in a distant European land. Certainly it's based on a Spanish play from the 1820s that Verdi was very attracted to the dramatic situation. Very few traditional productions of Trovatore have ever been set where the libretto is actually set in 13th century Spain during a civil war. But Stephen has brought Il Trovatore forward into our current day. And I must say, having experienced I don't know how many dozens, hundreds of performances of Trovatore in my life, the story is clearer and more powerful in Stephen's way of finding that way in, where the past lives so energetically with the present, that I think if you are a traditionalist and you're needing that old experience, shall we say, of Trovatore, you have that. He's found a way to bridge those worlds. But if you're really wanting a visceral and febrile experience at an opera, you will have that also. So we're in modern dress. We're in a geographic setting that is both old and new, exactly as you find when you walk around Madrid or Barcelona today. You'll be in an ancient courtyard next to a skyscraper. That's the world we're in. Il Trovatore comes from Verdi's earlier career, and Verdi, of all composers, of all famous composers, we really regularly divide his life and career up into three parts, early, middle, late, and Trovatore is from that famous middle period of Verdi, but it has a lot of qualities of the Belcanto era from 20 years before that was very, very influenced by great singers, what singers could do interpretively with their voices. And we're taking a very Belcanto approach to Trovatore with this cast, because Michael Spires, Eileen Perez, Lucas Meacham, Rehan Bryce Davis, Morris Robinson, the five leading cast members, are all very experienced in Belcanto operas from the 1830s, 1840s. And we're very much taking that approach with Trovatore. And it comes to life in an extraordinary way when you do that. If I were advising younger conductors who are coming to Verdi, and especially to Trovatore for the first time, I would say, take a Belcanto approach, pretend it's Lucia de Lammermoor, and approach it from that kind of high romantic way, which means that there are moments when the rhythm is very, very liquid and elastic, and there are moments when it's not, when it's the opposite of that, and it goes in and out of these structures. And the conductor's job, my job, ultimately, is musical architecture. That's the number one thing I have to bring, that any conductor has to bring to an opera, is the overall structure of the work. What I find always extraordinary about Verdi is he must have been one of the great listeners of life. He is able to take these very, very complex characters and situations. He loved writing situations in which the past is constantly informing characters. The past is always carried forward. And Il Trovatore really is about the oppression of the past that's carried into the current day of these characters. And I find that he was uniquely able to find memorable melodies for every character, that to bring them to life again, discovering them again, sculpting them dramatically. That's the challenge, but that's also the enormous reward, because if you are a lover of melody, and everything that melody represents in a drama, a melody is the future. It carries you along. And if that is something that you, as an audience member, are really drawn to, then Il Trovatore is your experience, because it is an absolute feast of dramatic melody. And that's both the challenge and the reward, is being sure that every single melody and word is ignited, that it comes to life, from musical life. That has to start with the conductor, start with the director, start with the conductor. And I'm having the time of my life.